Hey folks, have you ever ordered a massive monitor that looked absolutely stunning on the product page, only to set it up at home and realize it was either too bulky for your desk, the colors looked off, or the stand just didn't cooperate the way you expected? I've been there more than once, and that's why I'm diving deep into the Samsung VHR-R series 55-inch monitor today. If you want to check the product details on Amazon, link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I'm going to walk you through the real-world experience, the hidden trade-offs, and who should actually consider spending that kind of cash on a 55-inch screen. First off, let's talk about the most obvious selling point, the bezel. Samsung's marketing touts nearly invisible 0.44mm bezel, and on paper that sounds like a dream for anyone who wants a truly immersive setup or is thinking about a multi-monitor wall. In practice, the thin framing does make the display feel like it's wrapped around you, especially when you push it close to a wall or mount it on a thin arm. I tested it both on a standing desk and on a wall mount. On the desk, the monitor's sheer size meant my elbows were practically hugging the screen, which is great for a gaming or design workstation but could be uncomfortable for someone who works longer stretches and needs that extra arm room. On the wall, the bezel's invisibility helped blend the screen into the background, but you still needed a sturdy mounting kit that could handle a 55-inch panel without wobble. If you already have a solid wall mount or a heavy-duty desk that can support the weight, that bezel will feel like a win. If not, you might end up spending more time and money on a mounting solution than the monitor itself. Now, let's talk size and weight. The package dimensions are roughly 124 cm by 71 cm by 6 cm, and the box itself weighs close to 30 kilograms. That's a lot of cardboard to wrestle with, and unpacking it requires at least 2 strong people. If you're a solo shopper, you'll want to plan for a friend, family member, or professional delivery service just to get it onto your desk or wall. Once it's out of the box, the monitor tips into place fairly easily, but the sheer bulk means you'll likely need to adjust the height and tilt manually, sometimes fiddling with the stand's tension knobs. For a quick, plug-and-play experience, this isn't a one-click solution. One thing that often trips people up with large monitors is the pixel density and how it translates to daily tasks. A 55-inch screen at 4K resolution gives you a pixel density of about 80 ppi, which is decent but not as crisp as a 27-inch 1440p monitor. When I used the VHR-R for everyday office work spreadsheets, email, web browsing, I noticed that text at native resolution was comfortably readable from a typical desk distance, about 34 feet. However, when I switched to a 1080p video game or an older 1080p video file, the image looked slightly soft because the monitor was simply enlarging the lower resolution content to fill the massive screen. This isn't a deal-breaker for most users, but if you're a gamer who expects razor-sharp, pixel-perfect graphics at native resolution, you might feel that the extra size comes with a trade-off in perceived sharpness. Speaking of gaming, the VHR-R series is built primarily as a professional and creative display, not a higher refresh-rate gaming panel. It tops out at 60 Hz, so fast-paced shooters will feel the typical input lag you'd expect from a standard 4K TV. I tried a few titles, racing simulators and open-world adventure games, and the experience was solid for immersive visuals, but the responsiveness wasn't in the same league as a 144 Hz gaming monitor. If you're looking for a mixed-use machine where you can game a few evenings a week and still have plenty of screen real estate for video editing or CAD work, this could still work, but you're not buying a dedicated gaming monitor. One practical strength that many larger monitors miss is the built-in connectivity. The VHR-R offers a decent set of ports, HDMI 2.0, DisplayPort, and a USB-C port that supports video and power delivery. The USB-C is a nice touch if you have a newer laptop that can drive a 4K display over a single cable, but you'll need to verify that your laptop actually outputs at 4K 60 Hz. Some models cap out at 30 Hz, which would bottleneck the experience. I connected a recent MacBook Pro via USB-C, and the monitor lit up instantly with a clean, vibrant picture, no flicker or handshake issues. For someone juggling multiple devices, that single cable solution is a real time saver. Now, who should really consider this monitor? If you're a visual creator, think video editors, graphic designers, UI/UX professionals who needs a large canvas to see timelines, layers, and multiple windows side by side. The 55-inch real estate is a genuine productivity booster. The thin bezel means you can place two of these side by side for an almost borderless dual-screen setup without a massive visual gap. If you